God, dog, that shit was awful tonight. Game two, Team USA against Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh. Yeah, they won the game. They won the game. What, 91-48? Uh, but man, that was not fun to watch. Um, they had to find a way to not allow Caitlin to be Caitlin again 2 nights in a row. Couldn't allow it. They could not allow her to be Caitlin 2 nights in a row. They had to make sure that they shut her down. Not Puerto Rico, but her teammates, coaches, Team USA. They saw all the praise she got as the best women's basketball player in the world, which she still is. Nothing's changed. But you can see a difference in how this game got played. You can see how slow and boring and sleepy. And if Puerto Rico was actually any good, this would have been a competitive game because we did not, as a country, Team USA did not look good. Um, Caitlin Clark finished with 8 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Probably the fewest amount of assists that Caitlin Clark has had in a full game, or at least a good portion of game in a long time in her life, maybe ever. She didn't get that assist until there was about 90 seconds left in the game. She hit 1 3, had 3 free throws and a two. She was 1 of 5 from three. She took 6 shots, 2 of 6 overall, and 3 of 5 from the line. I'm not going to sit here and say she played well, but it's a little hard to play well when it seems like your own teammates are freezing you out. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Was in the venue for Ben Daniel for a good half and some of the third quarter, but man, I'm going to be real. That game was putting me to sleep. They started Paige Bueckers. Someone's gonna have to explain this shit to me, man. So they're gonna start. I mean, maybe Caitlin, I guess, will start in the next game. Who knows? But they start Paige. She ends up leading them in scoring at 16. But they start Paige. They start Kelsey Plum, and Caitlin Clark comes off the bench, plays 4 minutes in the first quarter. Then they put her on the bench again. She ended up playing about just under 19 minutes, but never had any flow. The game never had flow. No one on the team had more than 4 assists. That was Chelsea Gray. They had 28 assists as a team. But again, there was no flow to the game. It was boring. It was bad. It was ugly. It wasn't a free flowing, nice game to watch. It wasn't because it was physical or nothing like that. It was clunky. They didn't, even on rebounds, like they didn't kick out to their, like when you outlet to your point guard. When she's on the floor, they weren't really outletting to her. I mean, there was one where I saw Angel Reese basically take the ball from her, rebound. It was like, and then Angel Reese tries to go end to end and fumbles the ball or whatever, and you're like, what exactly is the goal here? What exactly is the goal? Now, this team isn't in any danger really of losing, um, but you could see that there was a massive difference in the way they approached today's game. It was evident. It was very, very apparent and in your face of how they approached this game. From a strategic perspective, you had Monique Billings start also. Kiki Irifin started. So Caitlin Clark did not start, but Monique Billings, Paige Bueckers, and Kiki Irifin started. Make that make sense. So Angel Reese started yesterday. Paige Bueckers starts today. Kiki Irifin starts today. Monique Billings starts today. And Caitlin Clark. Oh, Chelsea Gray still started today, though, by the way, of course, because they have to have that 30,000-year-old, you know, slowpoke on the floor who I mean, quite frankly, is close to useless offensively, in my opinion. This is not this is not you know, this is not unrivaled. This isn't unrivaled. This isn't one-on-one basketball. This is 5-on-5 ball, and you can see a player who looks absolutely slow as dog shit when she's out there, and that's Chelsea Gray. And people will still like her or love her or whatever the fuck. but that was a shitty ass game. To sit here and say otherwise, you're just being completely disingenuous. That was a shitty ass game. Just for example, Spain beat Senegal today 84-51. Italy beat New Zealand 74-51. And we started off 24-7, but it was really ugly. 22-12, so it was 46-19 at halftime. But you didn't see any free flowing, and you could see there was almost, it almost seemed intentional. And I know people will say you're crazy. No, it seemed almost intentional the way they were not getting her the ball to push tempo. Like I said, she finished at 8. I mean, Kiki Griffin had 10, Billings had 8, Jackie Young had 9, Ray Burrell had 4, Ryan Howard had 5, Angel Reese had 10 points, 13 boards. She played a solid game. Chelsea Gray had 1 point, 4 assists. And Kyle Copper had 6, De'Erica Hamby had 2, Kelsey Plum had 12, Paige Bueckers had 16. Paige Bueckers took 12 shots. It was, like I said, very clunky, very ugly, not the prettiest game. Not a game that I would want to frame by any means. It just, you want to see them, try to put their best team out there. And it just is, it's, as a fan of Caitlin Clark, it's frustrating when you know that she's the best point guard they've got and they don't play her as a starter. Like, I'm sorry, there's nothing you can say about this. What is this? What is this? Rec league basketball? What is this, rec league basketball? Do we have to care about how many minutes some players get? Like, I mean, there were people in the chat tonight on Ben Daniels' venue. What about Ray Burrell? Ray Burrell sucks. Like, what are we talking about? Are you really caring about it? It seems like now Ray Burrell's the newest cause, and it seems like maybe people who are Caitlin Clark fans want to add Ray Burrell to the team, to the Indiana Fever. Ray Burrell sucks. She's attractive, but man, she's not very good, bro. Yeah, she's a career role player. She's long, she's athletic, but she's not a very good basketball player. The fact that she's on this team is kind of embarrassing. The fact that Monique Billings, a career 7-6 or 7-5, is on the team is embarrassing. They have no real true size. Yeah, Young only played 9.5 minutes. She played the lowest amount. And Caitlin did play 18-37. She didn't play. She didn't get sat, but she and Ryan Howard today did not look great because every time they grabbed the rebound, they didn't kick it out to Caitlin, and Caitlin couldn't push the tempo, and a lot of half-court basketball because of the way they were playing. And when you play a half-court style, that's not Caitlin's game. We all know this. I mean, she missed a couple of open threes. I'd like to see her hit. She hit a she hit a 3 late in the game, but it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, and hopefully on Saturday when they play again at 5 o'clock against Italy, it'll be a better looking affair. And I hope she starts, because if I have to watch some of these other fucking bums start again over her, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna presume she's gonna start, but I don't like the idea of this flip-flopping rosters, and you don't develop any level of cohesion. You don't develop any type of rhythm and chemistry. Just running people out there. I get it. They're supposed to beat everybody. Cool. I got it. I understand. It is what it is. And they want to treat this like rec ball and give everyone a chance. Although for the Team USA men, there were people that got benched, and people that got benched like Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton, who basically won a gold medal playing like almost nothing. To act like you can't do that here is weird. Like, Ray Burrell should not play realistically, like a lot, if at all, unless it's a wipeout. But even in those games where the USA men's team was wiping people out, they still weren't playing Tyrese Halliburton. They still weren't playing Jason Tatum all that much. But yeah, today sucked. Tonight sucked. The game was trash. The game wasn't fun to watch. And it felt like a complete freeze out. If you watch that game again, I'm telling you right now, watch that game again. There were so many times the kickouts were slow, the pace was slow. There's no, you couldn't get rhythm. At least Caitlin couldn't get any rhythm because, again, you're pulling her in and out of the game. I mean, she comes in at about the 4-minute mark. She comes out. She doesn't start the second quarter. And, starting matters. I mean, people got to get out of this shit. Starting matters. You could tell, just look at Paige Bueckers. Paige Bueckers from yesterday to today. She played much better today than she played yesterday. The fact that Caitlin came off the bench and Ryan Howard came off the bench and did what they did is a testament to how they played, because it's hard to get accustomed to coming off the bench, especially when you're a rhythm player. Like for a big or for someone who's like, I mean, and I'll use Angel Reese. For someone like Angel Reese, starting does not matter as much because her job isn't based on, really skill. Her job is more based on being, active and aggressive and in your face, grabbing rebound. Grabbing rebounds is not what you'd call a skill of ability. It's a skill of effort and want and angles and movement. You're not asking Angel Reese to hit a jump shot. I mean, she missed. She was 3 of 5, and I mean, there was one layup that she put up that was awful. They shot 51.5% as a team, 28% from three. But yeah, it sucked. I don't know what y'all thought, but y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Did you think that she got iced out by these players? Did you think the game plan looked different? I know everyone who jumped on the comments yesterday are gonna come back today and say, "Oh, Caitlin sucks." The ones that hate her, we all know that's how it rolls. It's par for the course. It's expected, but disappointing to see tonight's game like that because um, you would want to see. You'd think that she would start the day after going 17-12, but we'll see what happens next time. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Probably coming out of the podcast. Come on now.